Every single semi-automatic on the planet today can all trace their roots back to this weapon. It's the first of its kind on the planet. This is behind the barrel with the Borchardt C93. This is the Borchardt C93, named after Borchardt, who invented this. Borchardt came up with this concept in the late 1890s. That's why it's called the C93. It's innovative for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's semi-automatic. Everything before this was, for the most part, a revolver. Number two, Borchardt invented the magazine with a spring. There were other box-fed magazines for other weapons prior to this, but this was the first time a spring-loaded magazine was inserted into the grip of a weapon and designed to shoot semi-automatic. And number three, he invented the semi-automatic pistol cartridge. It didn't exist before this weapon because there was no need. There were a couple of drawbacks that kept this weapon from just taking off on its own and becoming commercially successful. They only made 5,000. Number one, it was a little off balance. You've got this huge spring mechanism, which was necessary for the weapon to function. And number two, the pistol grip extends down straight, where anybody who shot at pistols knows that this is really not very ergodynamic. And number three, it was very expensive to make. It was sort of like the Luger. Incidentally, the Luger came just a few years after this. Luger worked with Borchardt. Looks very much like a Luger, doesn't it? Who cares about the problems? It was the first of its type. It was the first semi-automatic pistol. And if you look at any pistol today, if you look at the Glock, Beretta, SIG, they all have design elements that this weapon incorporate. And every single semi-auto today can trace its roots back to this weapon.